Yo, what's the deal, y'all? For those of y'all who don't know, man, I was in prison for 12 years. And while I was in prison, I noticed something about me that was different from everyone else, right? I studied a lot more, and the things I studied were different. I worked out a lot harder. I prayed a lot more, and I didn't think the same way that got me locked up. My mind frame had changed, right? And it got me thinking like, well, what was different about me? Why was I into those things? And it came down to, it was because of the person that my father was, right? He is a strong-willed person. He is a structured person. And he stood on his morals and principles. Whether they were right or wrong didn't fucking matter. They were a construct of his own mind and not a creation of someone else's. And he stood on that. So the message today, man, is think about who you want to be. Think about the things you have to do and say to become that person, the habits that you have to build, and always be doing those things. One thing about my dad, he made himself useful to the people in his circle like a real man should. And that's what I'm striving to do right now for my son. I want to become the 2.0 version of myself. I want to perfect myself. And then I want to give that perfected self to the people around me, for them to learn from, benefit from, be protected by. As men, I feel like that's our responsibility. Once we master ourselves, we are supposed to give that self to the people around us, and then eventually give that person to the world.